I'm a wanderer of the soul. Before the end, I plan to behold. But I know I'll lose myself along the way. What's gone is gone. What's past is past. Let me leave what belongs in the past. The road ahead is quite unclear. Let me walk it despite fear. The road stretches over the hills, and I've got many debts to pay. Some are on their own way. My pay is not gold.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark Alexander Cross. Welcome back to RollTales and welcome back to Kingmaker. I hope we're all doing well out there. We're continuing our actual play of this Pathfinder 2E adventure path, based on perhaps one of the most famous in the Pathfinder line so far. It's actually become a video game, several expansions, spawned a video game sequel, and yeah, I think starting to play this campaign myself with Dave, Greg, Jack and Lexi here. I think I see why it's so loved, because this has been an experience so far, and I mean that in a good way. I mentioned this a couple of sessions back about how this was more than what I expected it to be, worried that there wasn't going to be a lot of story in there, but thanks to the writing of this adventure path actually, and the personal touches that this crew has put into this game, it's distilled any fears that I had along those lines. And well, I mentioned this story little beat again because we're rejoining today's session at a very interesting story beat. So you know what, let's get straight on. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually going to throw up the mature content warning for tonight. Yeah, things were getting a bit raw emotion last week, and the game is in an interesting spot. So let's find out. Time for the recap. Alright, so when we last left off, our party of adventurers completed a task that they made with the kobolds of the Soot Scale Caverns. Basically, they have a statue, which is essentially a holy symbol for them. A symbol of a creature and being that they call Old Sharktooth. This statue is just a statue of a devil, completely non-magical, but is worth actually quite a little bit of money due to the materials it's made out of. But anyway, the party went to an old sycamore tree. Giant, huge, 100-foot tall. Underneath the sycamore tree was a series of caverns where Mitflick gremlins lived. Basically, they went down there, kicked some Mitflick butt, retrieved the statue, and began to return it to the Soot Scale kobolds. I say began to return it because the night before they made it back to the Soot Scale Caverns, the party essentially had a meeting, is the easiest way to put it, while at camp. And what this meeting was about was who to give this statue, this symbol, back to. They have two choices. The first choice is the Great Attack, who is working with the gnome Tartuccio, and the second individual was Chief Soot Scale himself, the leader of the kobolds, or originally the leader, now being supposedly usurped by the Great Artark. And well, it seems like Artark was doing this even before Tartuccio came onto the scene. It's all a little bit confusing because the party decided to at least speak, or try to speak, to Tartuccio first, and good fortune was on their side. They returned to the Soot Scale Caverns, approached Artark and Tartuccio, and got a word in with the gnome. Now, the long and short of it is this. Tartuccio was a suspected spy for Pitax, which the party were asked to investigate on behalf of Lady Germande Aldori. And, well, Tartuccio basically confirmed that he was a spy for Pitax. Operative word being was. You see, according to Tartuccio, he was originally handpicked by King Iloveti of Pitax himself to be his spy here in the Stolen Lands, to undermine the works of Restov and Lady Jamande Eldori. That was Tartuccio's mission. But apparently, Tartuccio was backstabbed with the attack on Eldore Manor. It seems like Tartuccio believes that the Black Tears attacked the manor under the orders of the King of Pitax, done through various middlemen. And quite frankly, Tartuccio has taken this as a personal affront, an insult of the highest caliber. This is a gnome who has done literally everything for his king, including a physical polymorph spell on himself that he has managed to create himself and managed to execute it at such a low spell level that, one, it's very handy, but two, at the same time, there's been a cost, and that cost is Tartuccio's physical appearance. This appearance that we see in this game is not his original appearance. However, the cost of this spell that he created is he can't change himself back to that form. So literally, he has given everything to the King of Pitax, and well, because of the Black Tears attack, Tartuccio again has taken this as a personal affront, where basically he now wants to cut off Iroveti's head and stick it on a spike for the entirety of Pitax to see, and has basically offered an alliance to the party, saying one way or another, no matter what settlement you establish in these lands, if you could defeat the Stag Lord, Iroveti will come for them, whether it be through hook, crook, open handshake, political games, courtroom games, or even a good old-fashioned slug out on the battlefield. Iroveti will come, and Tartuccio can help the party deal with them. And that is where we'll bring today's game back in. Alright, so we left on this rather interesting situation where Tartuccio has, well, there's no other way to put it, he's just made this confession. A confession of, well, guilt, that he is a spy, but also a confession and statement of intent. For now, potentially, the enemy of thy enemy could be a friend, but we'll have to see. First things first, though, I need to get some logistics in. Isobella, you are holding back, but where exactly are you?
I wanted to stay nearby in the woods, within earshot, but not within easy line of sight.
Alright. Awesome. Okay. In that case, with the woods around this region, stealth check not necessary, plus you've got your ability. But they are quite far into the Soot-Scale caverns, although the sound of the signal whistle can travel on the caverns. Give me a public perception check, please, just in case that signal whistle gets blown out.
Absolutely. That'll be a 23.
Fantastic. All right, we'll keep that in mind. So let's go back to the party inside the Soot-Scale caverns. Tartuccio has just made this confession / statement. Floor is yours. What would you like to do?
What do I know of the laws of Pitax?
Ooh. Do you have the legal law skill?
Yes, I do.
All right then. So can you please give me a secret check for legal law?
Fantastic. Lawyer coming in.
All right. So here we go. So, okay. awesome. So I'm just cross-referencing. Let's see. Legally, you know that Pitax is an autocracy. Its official title is the Tarnished Jewel of the River Kingdoms. And, well, with an autocracy, it's doubled up with an overlord structure, hence his Royal Highness. So, autocracy, what would you know?
In the full title. Give the full title of the king.
I can't remember it right now because I've been a bit focused. I know I put it in the Discord. You put it in the Discord somewhere. Yeah, okay. I think I better. Yeah, let's share this just for a giggle to start. If you're a fan of The Witcher, by the way, King Iravetti has a title that can rival Emrys von Emrys. So his official title for Iravetti is His Supreme and Imitable Magnificence, Castruccio Iravetti, by the grace of the gods, the rightful king of Pitax, marvel of Numeria, master of Mormuth, and prince regent of the Selen. Dude has a bit of an ego. Or maybe it's compensation. You don't know. All right. Okay. Basically, what you know about Pitax's legal law, as it's an autocracy with an overlord ruler in the form of a king, is basically Iravetti's word is law. I'll give the official, the official details of what an autocracy is. You probably already know, Greg, but just for those. So, an autocracy is a system of government in which absolute power over a state is concentrated in the hands of one person, whose decisions are subject to neither to external legal restraints nor to regularized mechanisms of popular control. So, you know off your check, I will reveal it was a 24, what his supreme and imitable magnificence decrees is law.
This brings me to a follow-up. How are the people treated under this rule?
Well, I will say your legal law will also cover this because it's basic knowledge in Pitax. I will put it in terms of game mechanics and you can translate into law, but the alignment of Pitax is they're a chaotic neutral nation. They're essentially a small city, not that big of a population actually, only 5,781. Corvosa, one of your original homes, was 3 times the size of this place. But the people's general regards in, let's see, the people's general stance in regards to Pitax is, well, it's a nation of artists. And they consider themselves to be a very artsy nation. However, the recent news is the actual city itself is suffering under Iravetti's rule. It's just as they're quite a nation of bards and artists, they're quite an arrogant people, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I suppose the best way to put it is he's not flat out hated, but it's more of a case that the people know that the situation is, well, I'm going to be blunt about this, shit. Does that make sense at all?
Yes, that's all I need to know.
Awesome.
I will just go. If you took control of Pitax, what would you change?
Tartuccio takes a deep breath for a second. And he seemingly starts to calm down as he looks at you and he says, Pitax's greatest strength is its creative freedom. But freedom is like a wave of water. It can sometimes grow too high and demolish anything in its path. Under Irovetti's rule, he is generating a wave so big that it will destroy everyone. His current version of Pitax is to do nothing more than to fuel his own ego. What I would change, and what I wish to do, is allow the created expression to flourish, but teach the people of Pitax through laws how to surf the wave.
I see.
Do not get me wrong, I do not do this ultra-truistically, but if I have learnt over the years that if you give the people what they want, or you give them what they think they want, then you will earn the power you're looking for. Irovetti is taking, and not giving anything back. Me, I want to take, but I want the nation to thrive as much as anybody, so I have to give back.
Nah.
The whole time that they've been talking, Balruk has been standing there, his face turning increasingly red and his hands kind of beginning to shake. At this point, he just kind of snaps and just goes, "Oi, how can you believe a single damn thing this pile of filth says? He's lied about everything else so far."
How have I lied, Balruk? He looks at you dead in the eyes. How have I lied? I may have not told you everything. I may have not even said anything. But I've never lied to you once.
How are we supposed to trust someone who used to be a fucking spy and then now a traitor to his king?
That is an excellent question. And the answer is, you can't. But then again, an untrustworthy person is someone you can trust because, well, you will always know that I may be plotting or planning something, like Artuk here, when he wanted to take the Soot Scale Caverns for himself. Everything that's happened here, may I, Your Eminence? Artuk nods. Everything that's happened here is all the young kobolds doing. Actually, nothing to do with me. How can you trust me? You can't. But how can I trust you? You are a ultra-truistic man of lawfulness. Sometimes, if you stick too much by the law, you're blinded. And he looks... Yeah, and he looks at Kelvhan, actually.
The laws.
Isani Patriot you are for the past century, but before that, my research indicates you were a Corvosan Patriot for the beginning of your life in a century. An academy student trained magus of theirs? You saw... Yeah, forgive me for interrupting, but you know better than most. You were there when Eredin died, you were there when the storms came, and you were there when Chelish went to civil war.
And that I was. I saw the rise of certain laws that I don't quite agree with. I saw the rise of powers and tyrants in regard.
Oh yes. Look, I suppose you heard what happened to your former home about 2 years ago now. With that bitch from Egerin.
I have heard. Which is why I ask you what your plans were. I know exactly what happens when egotistical people take more control than they need.
My plans were simply this. work with the soot scale kobolds, build them up into a force, no offense, Your Eminence, worth a damn, and then when Uravetti comes from the stolen lands, I'll be ready to fight. Whether it be on the battlefield, in the courtroom, or at a masquerade ball, he will employ any and all tactics. Basically, I am getting ready for him, and I am going to teach him the price of betrayal.
And for one part, I agree with you. But the choice is never just mine and mine alone. It doesn't end well for anyone when one person gets too much power, Balruk. And Anden, what's your opinions?
I don't see how we could ever trust this swine in front of us. Not to mention the fact that everything he's told us about himself proves that he will never be satisfied with his lot. Never. Sure, we may work side by side today to take down the King of Pitax, but then what's going to happen next? For all we know, then he comes for the stolen lands himself next. I don't see how we can trust them one bit.
Then how about we get it down on paper? A legal agreement.
You think I trust the signature of a spy? Sure, if you
Former
had honor, I would believe your word, but you have none.
honor. Honor is all very good on the battlefield, Balruk. But if you are to start a settlement, potentially grow it into a nation, a kingdom, or whatever you wish, more than one battlefield will be fought. Sorry, more than one type of fight will be fought. The battlefield is only one landscape, one field of battle. If you want to settle your settlement, hell, even talk to your elders at Stone Farm. It's not just about... He just kind of puts his hand in his head and he kind of like... So young.
He's learning, but his opinion is also valid.
You might think me naive, but yet you show your hand at the same time. For if this is how you feel of such things, then it proves a point that your signature is worthless.
Actually does it, because I've just proved a point by keeping my word. Because I said bring it back here, and you haven't brought it before us yet. But I know Isobella will be around the corner somewhere. She's a sneaky one, that one. Oh, I've heard of her exploits over the past 30 or so years. But I have actually kept my word by you returning the statue and me telling you exactly what I'm doing here. I have not lied to you once, and no, you are right. You probably cannot trust me. But in regards to that son of a bitch, Uravetti, there is a common enemy. I have not lied to you once, and I have kept my word in this instance. You think of me as one thing, and let me tell you something. You're absolutely right. But I am more than one thing. And in this thing, I have not lied, and I have kept my word.
That you have. And I am almost willing to help you in this. But, like all things, I need to know what sort of terms we're dealing on.
Then how about we keep it nice and simple? Whatever legal drafting is needed, you do. But we'll keep it like this. Me and Artak here, we'll have our settlement with the kobolds. You can build your own settlement if you're able to defeat the Stag Lord. And we'll have it legally drawn up. We leave each other alone. You don't interfere with me, I don't interfere with you, and any actions taken against the other could be held responsible and accountable in a court of law. Now, whatever finer details you wish to work out with that, we can do so. But if you want, we can just keep it as simple as that. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. And when the time comes, and the time will come, then we can return to the table. Because let me tell you something. I know Iravetti better than anybody. Well, I thought I did. But I'm pretty confident that I'm also the best source of information you have on the man. No matter which form of fight, no matter which form of battlefield he chooses.
Would you allow us to take some time to discuss some things? Or do you want a decision now?
He looks at you and he says, "No, take your time. I can tell from the dents in Balruk's armor, from the bruises of your face, that you've been to the old Sycamore, and I believe you do have the statue. Isabella's probably holding back, use it as a bargaining chip, and probably Chief Sootscale spoke to you as well. Oh, we know what he's doing or what he's trying to do. And well, even if you want to go down that route, bring it on, we'll be ready for you." So, that's our position. We're ready for you, one way or another. So take the time you need to make your decision.
And then I appreciate this little conversation we have. Seems we have one more to have at some point. Shall we leave?
Let's go before I punch this dude right in the face.
Artak just speaks up. "Wait. Do you at least have the statue?"
Oh, you've been honest with us so far? Yes.
He looks at you and he says, "If you return it to me, I will reward you. Never mind business with advisor. If you wish to close business with me, then we may do so. This is my account that you went to Old Sycamore on behalf of, not Tartuccio's."
Very well. I'll just tell them to leave.
All right.
Balruk will start to leave, then look back at the great attack and say, "If I might give you a word of advice, straight from the mouth of my father. He once said, if you let a snake into your house, expect to get bit. Good day." And Balruk will just leave.
I can go no further. I don't have light.
Yeah, Artak smiles as you leave and he says, "Snake knows snake, and snake can be immune to poison of other snake." Alright, so are you basically going to go out and meet Isobella back out on the stolen land?
Yes.
Alright, so...
Just have a quick question before they go.
I beg your pardon, yes, go ahead.
So, what's the deal with this old sharp tooth? Looks looks more like a devil than what I'd expect you to be worshipping.
Altark looks at you and he says, "If truths are to be spoken this day, then truth I will speak too. I do not know exactly what Old Sharktooth is, but it is giving me power. Advisor is also helping me figure that out, both as a symbol and position of power for my leadership and also a potential power to help crush his enemy."
Right. Well, thanks for humouring that one. I'm off. And I'll leave too.
Alright, so let's back out then to the Stolen Lands map. And we'll just say you meet Isobella outside.
Well, from the looks on your faces, I'd say that didn't go as pleasantly as I'd hoped.
More, would you like to start?
I don't know if I can say it without throwing up. Better one of you tells it.
What bloody complicated that word it was.
That is an understatement. He was indeed a spy for Pitax.
Well, no surprise there.
No surprise, but Iravetti betrayed him, so he sent the assassins to the manor, and now he wants revenge on him, and he's preparing. Is the short of it?
With kobolds
Yes.
against Pitax.
Yes.
There is the matter of the old shark tooth as well.
And honestly, that's the more pressing matter for me. They're bloody working with a devil, they don't even know what he do. What kind of nature it's got. They can scheme and build themselves up as much as they like. Same as Iravetti. But they're all going to be pawns of that thing they're worshipping at the end of the day.
That is my
I think that's a great idea, personally.
Maybe we should give the statue to that chief then. He can overthrow the Great Attack, run Tartuccio out of town, and we can deal with this old shark tooth business.
No, if we have to deal with Tartuccio, we're gonna have to put him in the ground. He's a spiteful one. If we leave him alive, he'll come back for us. Some way, somehow, and in some ways he's worse.
I don't normally like the idea of violence, but in this case, I think I can make an exception. And Balruk will actually, just find a tree branch or something and draw his axe that he carries with him and just chop the tree branch in half. He's just so mad he has to do something.
Ooh, that sounds like a consequence. Jack, are you down for a little bit of funky?
Yep,
Alignment change, neutral good.
cool.
What were you before?
Lawful good.
But
I like
now
that.
he's thinking some. He's still a good dwarf, but now he's thinking some non-lawful things.
I wouldn't mind chopping a Tartuccio in half.
If you do that, that's going chaotic.
Well, but do it straight up, yeah, fair enough.
When it comes down to it, we're out here to leave this place better than we left it. But in the hot hands of Tuccio and Atak, that's a little bit counterproductive, wouldn't you all agree?
I don't think we can trust Tartuccio a bit. He has no honor, no respect, no meaning to his words. He'll lie through his teeth if necessary to put us in whatever position benefits him and him alone. He might pretend to be our friend today, but he could just as well be our enemy tomorrow.
Do you have any feelings on this, Anden?
I don't have the wherewithal, personally, to be making use of him as an asset against a threat we ain't even seen yet. Especially when I feel there's one that might be more pressing.
That is quite the other issue.
I would have liked to leave well enough alone this idea of this mutual non-aggression thing. However, the devil complicates things for me. I don't want to see that kind of influence in our own.
No, we saw what happened to Chillax. Well, I did anyway.
No. That does sound like we're of agreement that Tartuccio can't be trusted.
No. So, we give it to the chief then?
We give it to the chief and damn the consequences.
It will be a fight. Are we all ready for that?
Well, we were already given permission by... Ah, shit, I've forgotten her name.
Mandy? Lady Jamandi?
Jamandi, yes. Dear Mandy already gave us permission to off Tartuccio should the need arise, so...
I ain't of a mind to give him back the thing at all. Chief's only gonna get himself outplayed by it and all. If he weren't smart enough to deal with one of his own kind, he's got no chance against one of them things.
The question is, how strong is Tartuccio? Do we stand a chance against him in the combat?
I believe...
Strong enough to get his head bashed in at the night of the manor attack.
Fair enough.
He's just gonna be a tricksy bastard already, I can tell. He'll have some annoying tricks.
Can't be that great of a wizard, he doesn't even have a pointy hat.
He did manage to change his form, so...
Yes, but my father always said, if you don't have a fancy hat, or even a wizard.
You know,
I kind of smile a little bit at that, like, obviously a joke.
changing your form once and being unable to change it back doesn't sound all that impressive, to be fair. We all do that every day. It's called getting older.
I don't think I've changed that much.
Looks at the half-elf. Half-elf? Full elf?
Full elf.
Looks at the full elf. Right. Genetics.
Genetics.
So, I can't honestly remember. Did the chief want the statue, or did he want it? He did want it. Yes.
He did.
Or we could just go in there.
Well, the thing is, we have to talk to the chief one way or another, but like it basically sounded like they want it back because they think they're cursed by the fucking thing.
There is that. They won't trust it.
What would happen if we put on a sort of fake ritual and burn the statue in front of the chief or something and told him we broke the curse?
Depends if they keep being sick.
Balruk, I'm sorry to do this to you, but are you that convinced of your theatrical capability?
Is that enough?
No, we're trying to avoid one tricksy liar. I believe the best way to deal with this would be honestly.
Balruk takes a long, deep breath and says, "You're right, I'm sorry. I let that little bastard eat under my skin. I'm not thinking straight."
And there's no chance he will turn any better than either Iravetti with what he wanted to change with his laws.
Well, there's no way he'd stop at Pitax either.
Well then.
So we either convince the chief They don't want the statue, but he do want his people back. Or we get rid of all of them. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't like the idea of eradicating an entire tribe of kobolds. Not to mention how hard it would be.
It would.
I'd rather work with them than against them.
I think we could probably convince the chief that the statue is bad news for everyone involved. He already thinks they're cursed, so it wouldn't be a step too far.
Right, we could convince him it's the source of all the problems in the first place.
I'll say again, none of us are particularly theatrical or good at lying.
Oh, I am.
Well, it's not really a lie if you consider the fact that the statue is basically leading them inadvertently to worship this demon. I think that's the intent of getting rid of it, is to dissuade them from continuing to follow this zealous route. So in a way, the statue is the cause of all the problems. Just perhaps not in the way the kobolds would think.
Who's volunteering to talk to Sootscale then?
I'll work look towards Anden on that one.
I ain't particularly persuasive, and I don't know that much about the thing what we're doing.
But you are the one who seems to know the most about this old shark tooth. Not to mention your reputation as a druid in the area could make the difference.
I could always aid you with the words if you need some help as well.
He kind of like furrows his eyebrows at you.
It's not
Fancy
like I'm
what-
illiterate. I'm just not very convincing.
But you can always bury him in techno jarble.
Alright. Let's go and see what he has to say about this whole thing.
We just should be careful in case Tartuccio has spies listening about.
Well, he definitely does.
Alright, so we should be sure of what we're doing. And be ready for danger.
Alright then, let's have a party. So you're going to see the chief?
Momentarily. Balruk actually looks towards Kelvhan and says, Kelvhan, by the way, thank you for before whenever you put value in my opinion. Too many people around here like treating me like my head's full of rocks or something. They appreciate it.
Everyone has a valid voice and everyone should be heard.
Aye. And it's your belly was full of rocks, not your head.
Bella just sort of like taps her head with the crutch of her gun and goes, "Mine's made of wood." Ding, ding.
Oh, don't you start to.
Wap wap wap. One pun. Alright, so any preparations before you're going in there?
We'd long rest before this, yes, I have all my spell slots, I'm happy.
Alright.
I think Balruk will just request like maybe half an hour to cool down and all. And then we'll be good to go.
That's fine. Okay. Let's bamp you all back inside then. Skadoosh. So, back into Sootscale Caverns you go. Takes you about another 15 minutes after Balruk's little cooldown. But you end up around Chief Sootscale. He looks at you all and he says, "You have returned. Have you been successful?"
Oh, I
we
probably gave it off to whoever plans to do the negotiations.
Yeah, I've got it in my backpack in that case.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, of course we were.
Please.
Now, hold on a minute. And I'm not saying this because I'm one of these plotting and scheming and lying to you and wanting to be in control of your little tribe. Global business is a kobold business. However, I don't think this sharp tooth ought to be your business.
Old Sharktooth has been the way of our tribe for... And he can't... His common isn't great enough where he can really count well, but he kind of sort of like takes all the digits on both of his hands and makes 2 10 motions, and he says, for this number of generations, it is how we have always been, and it is how we will always. It is how we have always been, and it is how we will always be. But this curse can go on no longer. There was no curse before young usurper came.
Then do you not think it's about him rather than this little statue you got here?
I know enough. Major magic I cannot do. But I know from old, tries to think of the common word, priest, who Artak used to be the underling minion for. Foci. Statue is Foci for curse.
If that were the case, wouldn't taking the foci away remove the curse?
As long as statue exists, cursed will exist. Take it to ends of the world, curse will still exist. I am going to smash statue to bits. No foci, no foci, no curse.
Why didn't you say so a long time ago? We could have done that for you days ago.
He shrugs his shoulders. Did not know you would actually do it.
Right, well, this would have made things much easier.
Act of faith? He's trying to think of the right words.
I gotcha. It's all good, mate. Hell, Biggie.
No. Do you want us to destroy it now?
Please, yes, and curse I will.
Wonderful.
I know it's not normally me doing a roll, so I don't know if asking for it makes sense, but I would love to be seeing whether he is telling the truth.
Sure.
Sensing his motive.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Secret check. Sense me that motive.
Okie dokie.
You read the body expressions, tone of voice. You think Chief Sootscale believes what he... Chief Sootscale is believing what he is believing, what he is saying.
Balruk will reach for his dwarven axe, pull down and say, this ought to do the trick on a wooden statue, if you don't mind, Anden.
It's not wooden, is it? It's ivory?
Oh, right, it was like an ivory. In that case, might go for the mace, something more blunt.
Yeah, magic mace sounds like a...
Yeah, I'll pull the magic mace out then, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking it was a wood. You're right, it's ivory.
No.
He's gonna pull out his mace, and he's say, well, I can do some smashing if you like.
No, please. Allow me.
Alright then.
I take the statue out and I just kind of like place it on top of the little rocks that he's got next to him.
Now
Nice.
you're using a magic enchanted weapon, right? Because if you use something normal, Hitting ivory like this could mess up your weapon right good, it could.
Oh, trust me, it will not. Place it down, place it down.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. You place the statue down, and then with one expert strike, with his bone club, Sutscale actually manages to crack and break this ivory statue in two.
Nice swing.
Attack! I'm coming for you, boy!
Now, if I might make a recommendation, watch the overconfidence there.
Overconfidence can be a slow and insidious killer.
I was
Roll,
worried about this
roll initiative, you lot!
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Beautiful.
This is going to get interesting fast, and I've got to make a lot of initiative rolls.
Yeah, here goes a bunch of kobolds. Kobold Civil War.
Let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
of a mind to just leave and let them deal with themselves.
You can,
Yeah.
you can actually potentially do that. That is
I don't
certainly
want
an
to leave
option.
Tartuccio.
We should probably deal with Tartuccio, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
just make sure he doesn't escape or whatever.
Alright, perception initiative. Oh,
Oof.
Let the dice fly, baby. All right, I've got to roll a lot of darn initiatives here.
okay, that's not. That's fine. That's
Ah.
fine.
You
This
actually
is-
got a decent initiative for once, Balruk.
There's so many dice on my screen, I'm having trouble telling which one's mine.
Having to roll normal initiative feels bad. Oh, never mind.
Dice said
fine.
no.
That's
Oh,
alright.
Isabella's got to roll normal initiative for a change. Boo-hoo, she rolls a 28. Spoiler.
Yeah, I like when Balruk was about to go. It's like irony once said that time. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Just on a side note, while I'm rolling all these initiatives, I'm looking forward to Darkest Dungeon 2.
Oh, there's a second one coming, is there?
Yes.
Nice.
May I think?
Oh, that's fairly clue. Clue?
It's
Words.
fairly clue.
What? It's fairly
fair-
clue.
It's fairly clue, the Sherlock Holmes spoof of Michael Caine. Okay, so yeah, that's a reference. Okay, so okay, let's go in icon order. Anden, what's your roll for initiative?
We should scroll all the way back up.
I'm doing the same thing. Ah, there we go.
It's a 19 for me.
Okay, Sonic,
21.
Balruk,
18.
and Isabella.
That's a 28 from yours truly.
Okay, first up, you can't see him right now, but I will actually reveal. First up is actually Artark, which actually kind of makes sense considering Sutscale just shouted, and wait a minute,
And his Okai just got freaking smashed.
yeah, wait a minute. Actually, this encounter needs this. I think this needs boss battle theme.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. All right, what is Artak going to do? Okay. Okay. Cool. Now there is no way. Ah, there is a way. So. Okay. All right. And finally, yeah, I know this is very XCOM-y. Let's see.
Something moves in the darkness.
Yeah, pretty much. I know this is hot content to watch, folks, but bear with us here. Let's have a look. Okay, cool.
Don't worry, Paul can entertain the audience while you're moving stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as my father always said.
As my father always says, he always told me to like and subscribe. All
So
right.
ring that bell for notifications.
Yes, ring that bell. Or else it's Isabella's turn, and she'll ring your bell with her rifle. Isabella, you're up.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm not getting my stealth initiative, which means I have to actually ready my gun and such things. So, yeah, step 1, ready gun.
Like you do.
Step 2. Step 2 is going to be, if I want to move up to this wall, do I need to stand here, or do I want to move one further?
I would say line of sight is line of sight, so yeah, one further for certain.
Alright. So I'm gonna move there, and then with my final action, I shall hide.
All right, then. Secret stealth roll.
Give me 1 second while I remember how to do this. There we go.
How do I Pathfinder? All right.
Math, mostly.
Okay. Cool. Got it. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Kelvhan.
I'd like to delay because I'm not sure where we're going.
That makes sense. All right, then. Let's see. Next up, Anden.
I would like to, as a preparatory turn, cast Magic Fang on Bramblebeard.
All right. Get the bear buffed.
Yep.
Okay, so one action left.
I will. Did you ready an action? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, yeah, no, the cast time of Magic Fang is 2 actions. You need 2 actions to ready.
Oh no, I didn't want to ready. I just wanted to cast it now because it lasts forever.
Oh, sorry, but I misinterpreted what you said. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, and then I was going to cast guidance on someone, so I was going to ask, did Isobella ready an attack?
Oh, did I? No, I didn't.
Okay, in which case I will probably just gonna like command an animal to ready an attack if anyone comes within reach of her.
More than fair. All right. So, this kobold, it's next to Anden at Sitscale's command. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Basically full on like Leroy Jenkins. Yep, 25 foot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Okay.
Yeeted from the roll from the Foundry.
Okay. Balruk.
Alrighty. Balruk luckily had already pulled out his mace because he was thinking about smashing the statue, but he will have to pull out his shield, which I assume takes 1 action.
It does.
Alright, second action, Balruk is going to move. Let's see, we're going to move 15, 20. Yeah, we move 20. Moving up here. And then for his final action, Balruk is going to raise his shield.
Awesome.
He's just going to kind of give a nod around the corner towards Isobella.
Okay, next up. Next Kobold Warrior. Who's with you? Who's going to follow suit with you? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If it wants to move again. 25, yeah. Second action, actually get its weapon out. I would say they were not armed. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And okay, another Kobold warrior. Weapon out. Closest to Balruk, so 5, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no, that will be the end of its actions. Can't stay in a friendly square. All right.
Look at these guys go. They were quite excited.
Oh yeah, they've been waiting for this. They think the curse is broken. So they're basically, as it's going just off the recording view, they're basically heading off to the northeast and taking a back route around into Artuk's cavern. First action for this Kobold, draw weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 15, 20. That's that one's turn. All right. So, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25. Okay. The sound of combat begins off in the distance.
Uh-oh.
And there's an actual 20 off in the distance as you hear a shriek of pain. And the shriek of pain is followed up by a death gurgle. All right. So, more background actions. I apologize, everyone. I'll try and make this as descriptive as possible. Okay. All right. More sounds of combat. You hear another shriek of pain. And that concludes that one's turn. All right. We're now back to the Kobolds allied with, allied question mark with the party. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Draw a weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Scale himself. Let's see. He can go either way. Let's make a random d20 roll for it. So basically 1 to 10 he's going to head to the southwest. 11 to 20 he's going to head east and down south. Alright, down to the southwest he goes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that's the Chief's turn. And the Kobold Warrior who's allied with him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Draw a weapon. 5, 10, 15. Okay, can't go any further than that. Doesn't have the movement space. Alright, Tartuk's turn. Okay, so Tartuk. Okay, Tartuk is going to... Let's see. Alright. Yep, okay. You hear spell casting happens off in the distance, and I'll actually reveal it what's going on. An admonishing ray is being fired at the dear chief. Okay, Tartuk actually hits on a 26. And Chief takes some damage. Okay. So, back to the party. Isobella.
Okay. There's a kobold in my way. 1, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, the game thinks there's a wall in that direction. Okay.
There you go.
2, 3, 4. I'll take a second move action to move over here.
How do you know which kobold is on our side? They all look the same.
I will tell you.
Okay.
The two in front of Isobella that she can just see is friendly. You can hear one in the distance, Isobella, I believe. That one you can hear because there's the blood of a squishing spear coming off kobold scale flesh. Like your turn, Lexi.
God's sakes, I'm sorry, I forgot I'm on push to talk. Do I have enough space to hide in this corner here? It looks like I'm tucked into a little rock face area.
You would have to move up one more square. You can hide in from there. So if you want, you can re-sneak for me.
There we go.
Awesome sauce, thank you very much. Oh, well, actually, I'll actually reveal, without revealing the number, you actually rolled the exact same stealth check as you rolled the last round.
Love it.
All right. Kelvhan.
Yes, still, I'm probably going to... Let's go with where Isobella. Isobella went 5.
Yeah,
10,
let's stick together. Let's
15.
not do this running off in multiple directions thing.
Yeah,
It's
that-
silly.
20,
I was splitting the party.
25, 35. Carry on. I still can't see anything. 5, 10, 15. Oh, I can't see down there.
Elves don't have dark
Yeah,
vision.
we're waiting on Balruk.
Yeah, 25, so that Balruk can get through.
I'm working on it.
I can't do anything because I can't see anyone.
There is something you can do.
Go on.
You can look good.
Thank you. I might as well just draw my rapier. I've got that
All
means.
right.
When you have a spare hand, could you not just carry a torch?
I could. That's a smarter idea. No, I can't because then I can't spell parry. I have to have one or more hands free.
All right. So, torch or keeping that hand free for spell parry.
I'm keeping that hand free for spell parry.
All right, then. So, Anden.
Let's go. One action. Command an animal. Let's go.
And a bit
Oh,
crowded up in
shit.
that corner.
She got 35.
Yeah, BB's pretty fast.
Meow. And everybody's bunched up. She's like, looks back at Anden shrugs, and well, sort of, it's like, get back, let Balruk have some room, and then we just kind of like hang out there for a bit.
All right.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
yeah, just chilling. Not much we can do at the moment.
All right. So, the sounds of battle ring out in the background as a kobold is swinging a spear. Whose side are they on? Just don't know yet. All right. So, a kobold is thinking they're Darth Maul.
Oh,
But-
that's definitely not Darth Maul.
Yes.
Looks more like Star Wars kid.
A 16, 12, and a -6. It's not very Darth Maul-y. Okay. Next up. Okay. Let's see.
Star Wars kid meme was 20 years ago.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
There were memes 20 years ago.
We're
We're old.
We're getting old yet.
Oh my god.
Okay. I just need to check something. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I beg your pardon, everybody. There's a lot to track here. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's make it interesting.
We like interesting.
So, yeah, Tartuccio's voice rang out as words of power are spoken. Alright. Right, okie dokie. Alright. Nope, it doesn't take that. And then finally, let's see. Yeah. Shield. Okay, so, right. Next up, Balruk.
So I feel like, Balruk kind of looks down the hallway at everyone just staring at him, like waiting for the gate here. Says, "All right, I'm coming. This armor's heavy, you know." And excuse me, and starts just like pushing through everybody. Pardon me, coming through.
Excuse me, beg your pardon.
Second action. 5.
This kobold is enemy.
10. Then this would be. With me another 10.
5 then 10 then 5 then 10.
Yep, thunder shuffling. Gonna move. Yeah. Right. I can either move or I can like raise shield and get ready here.
If you don't move, there's a kobold that will run in. Well, there are 2 kobolds that are potentially going to get into that square before you do.
Alright,
So either kill that one or block it on. Hard to say.
let's see. You know what I could do is why is my character sheet not showing these actions all of a sudden? Why are you being weird?
It's being weird today, everybody.
It's being weird. Okay, so yeah, I think Balruk would just move up. He's gonna get up right up in this kobold's face and just kind of have his mace and his shield at the ready and just be like, "Hello, little one. You can get out of the way if you want to. If not, I'll have to knock you silly."
Let's find out. All right. Okay. It's now one of the allied kobolds. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. It's going to be interesting. This one is going to 5, 15. It's going to need 2 actions to do it, but it's going to try and tumble through the enemy kobold in front of Balruk. Got it.
Excuse me, pardon me. Go on,
Yes.
Lou.
Yeah, this kobold actually does a nice little flip. Gets to the other side and then strikes it with its final action with its spear. Even with the flank. No dice. Didn't roll very well. So, that's a miss. But you do have a flank. Okay, next up. It's going to be another friendly kobold's turn. Let's see. It's going to move up 1. And one action actually draws a sling. And then fires for its final action. It is going to have... that kobold, though, is going to have a soft cover bonus of +1 to AC. Natural 1. These kobolds are hot today. Alright.
I will be worried about them becoming a force.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's this
I was
kobold's...
never worried.
Now it's this kobold's turn, who is with Artak. He is originally going. He's going to start with his spear, and he is going to actually strike the other kobold.
Oh, that's rude.
Natural 1. Wow, I'm rolling well today. I am
These
rolling.
kobolds.
I'm really rolling well today.
This is the best Tortuccio's got.
2 natural 1s in a row.
Three natural ones, because the previous kobold warrior had rolled one.
All right, acrobatics check for a tumble through to try and regain position.
That
Doesn't
too.
get it. Doesn't get it on a 9. Wow. These rolls are hot today. Okay, it is now the time in the background distance of the other allied with Artak Kobold. You hear a spear strike come in. That one actually hits though. You hear a spear squish into the distance. All right. You hear a sound of violence and you hear the sound of death. Then you hear something off in the distance. You will not stop the great attack. As a go is former chief. But that's a critical miss. But there is one kobold that's hitting today. Okay, time for the other allied kobold's turn. 5-foot step, move up. Can't exactly flip through that. You hear a couple of spear shots coming in this way as well. 9, nope. Follow up. Nope, 8. Hey, hot stuff. Oh boy. You may have a point. Okay, Sootscale's turn. Okay, Sootscale is going to... let's see. Okay. He's going to use his first action to bark orders at his underling. So his underling will get a status bonus. Then he is going to look at the kobold in front of him and say, "You side with the usurper, you die." And that is actually a successful demoralization. As the kobold off in the distance is now frightened 1. I would switch the camera, folks, but there's no light down there and no player view, so I don't think you'll be able to see it. So let's see, there's a frightened off in the distance, and there's going to be a strike then from the club of Chief Sootscale. But rolls a natural 3 off an 11. It rolled off the 19. Hot stuff. All right. Okay, it's now time for another allied's turn. He sees it's a bit cramped down there, so he's going to delay, look at Kelvhan, and say something in Undercommon which you can't understand, but the translation text comes up in the subtitles as "after you," although he does make the body motion. All right, it's now Artuk's turn. Artuk is going to... Yeah, all right. He's going to try and actually bonmot Chief Sootscale. As he says, "You will fall here. Everybody else knows it." Okay, so he's going to try and bonmot the chief. So, diplomacy check for the bonmot. $16. You hear a yelp as he doesn't get it. So he's then going to cast Taunting Hymn. Let's see. Okay. No, he can't cast Taunting Hymn. He's just out of range. No, let's make this even more interesting. He'll command him instead. Tells him to drop his club. But the chief is like, no. No. You are not convincing me to drop the club. Okay, Isobella, you're up.
Which of the kobolds in this death line was evil?
This one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's evil, very specifically that one. Evil.
Yes, definitely evil. Evil is definitely the word that I was looking for.
Rascal.
Well, thanks to my sniping duo relationship with Balruk, Balruk does not grant cover to enemies from me.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pop a shot at the one that's fighting my friends.
Sure.
And there's like, I think the way this goes off is there's like a quiet whistle that I let out. It's like some sort of pseudo bird call, and it like sinks into Balruk's ears. And Balruk, because we've been training together, there's just this instinctual moment of, wait, that means duck.
Yeah, Balruk will actually duck and actually tilt up his shield a little bit to point the light right on the kobold too.
I rolled a 30. Wait, I have a fortune point for this.
Ooh.
Give us that
Go ahead.
reroll.
Okay, it won't let me reroll it from there.
If you want, you could just roll the attack again under the same map.
Yeah, I just need to. There we go. That'll make it 21.
That's a hit. Give us damage.
Oh, 4 damage.
Damage is damage. Anything else, Isobella?
1 moment while I have to manually add a bullet back. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll just reload and take another shot.
Go for it.
That's only a 16 to hit.
16's a miss by 2, unfortunately. Unlucky. Okay.
Well,
Kelvhan,
I don't know how I'm gonna get down there.
you got any range cantrips? Just do it old school style.
Yeah. Yeah, I might just Ray of Frost.
Yep. You may be a magus, but doesn't mean you can't just throw cantrips.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to Ray of Frost him.
All right, soft
After that, I
cover.
wait until Balruk goes.
Yeah, that's another option.
Because I can always hopefully clear the hallway.
Sorry, what was that in here?
Huh? Oh, I was saying, or if you want to delay until after Balruk goes, hopefully I can clear this guy up for us. And we can all just run through.
Yeah, let's delay. Yeah.
Alright. So Kelvin's delaying. Anden and BB.
Getting this go. I just shrug my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna delay as well. Because, you know,
Well,
Alright.
I'm getting through this hallway as fast as I can.
All right.
It's a bit faster.
Can you
Why
go a
am I
bit
always-
fast?
Oh, every time they're all waiting on me because I'm on the front line and I roll the worst initiative. Every time.
Okay, so
at least I'm helping.
Yep.
okay. So let's have a look. Artuccio's turn. And let's have a look. Artuccio is going to... Alright. Right, can't do that. So... yeah. He is going to draw a wand, and he is actually going to then fire off at Chief Scale a magic missile. He's going to use his last 2 actions to fire it. Okay, so magic missile. Just need the spell here. Let's have a look. 1d4 plus 1. So we'll just roll that manually for the sake of time and ease. Because Tartuccio doesn't exactly have it on his spell list. I forgot to do it. Okay. Blast. Wow. Great rolling, Tartuccio. Well done. Alright, that concludes the gnome's turn. Balruk.
Alright. Well, only one thing to do, and I'm gonna just wallop this kobold in front of me, which should be flanking.
Yes, go ahead. If not, I'll just manually count. I'll just manually include the bonus.
Alright, here we go.
Or, you know, the debuff.
Do you want me to add it, or do you want to add manually?
No. Just roll as normal, and I'll do it.
That's a 22.
22 is a regular hit, even with the flank.
Alright, here comes damage. How about a max damage roll of 10?
The kobold actually takes it.
Yeah, I just whack this dude real hard, and then Balruk comes in like, oh yeah, I figured I'd take you down. That's impressive. I'm gonna swing again.
Go for it.
That's not gonna do it. That's a 9.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Alright, third action. Why the heck not? Let's swing one more time.
Go for it.
That's a 12, but then flank, but I think that's still not enough.
It's still not enough by far.
Dang, man.
All right, so
That's right.
but it's your companion's turn. He's going to try with his spear. 2.
Come on,
or
bro.
5. Nope. This is going to be out of -2. 12. No. -10, which is a -7 in total. This is going to be hilarious. -1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're so hot today.
I feel like we should have gone the other way.
All
Get out of the way,
right.
we gotta get to the boss fight.
We gotta get to the boss fight, damn it. All right. Other allied kobold. He still has the sling. Sling has a reload of 1 actually. So he's gonna drop the spear, free action, reload the sling, and sling for the first strike. Let's see. Actually gets him for a dirty 20. The sling does 1 point of damage. Yeah, hot stuff. And it's gonna reload the sling again.
Where'd you got him?
All right. This
I'm
right.
taking my turn. I'm taking my turn.
All right. Okay.
I can't be dealing with this anymore. I am going around the other way.
Okay. Let's. Hold on. All right then. We're back over to Anden and BB, who's jumping back in from the traffic jam.
Let's go and As much as splitting the party, I was the one who said don't do it. At the same time, half the party isn't doing anything, so I think it's kind of okay. Command an animal for 25, 35 takes us there. And then more movement takes us to there.
BB's on the move.
And Anden will try and fail to keep up. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Now it's enemy kobold. It's gonna first of all try and spear its former kin. That's a hit. Off that 24. Min damage of 4 though. Gonna have another go.
These rolls, man.
That's a 3. So acrobatics once again to try and get better positioning. Actually gets that though. So 10. So 10. Bang, 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 bang. So let's see. That's 10 moving through that square.
Does that prevent attacks of opportunity?
It does provoke.
It does provoke. Okay. Okay, I will take.
You can hit him as he moves.
Alright, cool. Let's do it.
Balruk.
Come on!
Yeah.
Oh yeah! 27, and it should have flanking also, so it might be a crit.
Oh, that's a good point. And this is why I don't always rely on the Foundry. Plus 10 crit confirmed.
Right! Get back here!
Yay!
18.
Get
Still
dead!
alive.
No.
I think this guy goes to do a flip over his ally. Right as he flips to the air, Balruk just catches him on the head with the end of his mace.
All right,
Bonk.
Jumps up into it.
Yep.
Stop
Crunch.
all right,
I'll step in now.
cool. All right then. Let's see. All right, Kelvin, go.
Oh, 5, 15, 20, 30, 35. Then
Kelvin's perhaps the only one who can move at the diagonal increment and move respectively.
So that takes me to 10 on that one. Ooh.
It's a spellcaster. Get it.
Get the spellcaster. Get the spellcaster.
Get him and hit on the back.
And that can get me to there. I can barely see him. Is he the bad spellcaster?
That's Artak.
I'm gonna hit him.
Oh, you got enough actions left?
Oh yeah, that was only 2. I've got 70 foot of movement.
I
Bloody
think he ran
hell.
on the walls.
Go on, go ahead. Give us a strike.
I've got 30 foot of movement, so what can I? I've got 30 foot. 22?
22. Okay. Sure, give us a regular damage roll.
Not gonna be a lot. Oh! Max for 6.
All right. 6 points worth of damage. Very nice. Okay. Now it's the enemy Kobold Warrior's turn. Once again, going to attack his former chief. $15 is a miss on soot scale. And yeah, gonna have a go. It's got to. Under orders. Yep. Okay.
-5.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
never seen a number that low on
That's
attack.
bad.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
allied.
tragic.
Yeah, allied Kobold's turn. Sorry, I know I should be calling out the dice rolls. I do apologize. It's just I'm tracking a lot here. All right, spear attack. Hits. Max. 7 points worth of damage. That Kobold's still up. He's very tough. Let's have a look. Nope. And final action, because the 10's not going to hit. Final action. 13. Even though natural 19 on the dice. No literal dice. Okay. Scale's turn. Yeah, he's going to turn around and smack. Let's see. He rolls a 14. Actually misses. He rolls 11. Nope. Not a very. Oh, these kobolds are so hot. A 4 off a natural 6. Yep, this is going well. Okay. Ally kobold's turn. Let's see. 5, 10, 20, 25, 35. Let's see, 35. That would be 45. That's just going to stay there, out of movement. Right, Tartuk's turn. Sees Kelvhan, sees everyone around. Okay. So what's Artuk's going to do? Artuk is going to cast magic weapon on himself. And says, I will show you the power of Old Sharp Tooth. You should have sided with me.
Do you have attack of opportunity yet?
Nope.
Level 6 Magus.
No.
All actual sickle strike.
Yeah.
18.
Oh, Exactly what you need.
Spell parry would have sorted that out.
Yeah, I
Hey.
ran out of actions. Oh, it's only 8.
po-
That's fine.
8 points worth of damage. He's a spellcaster. Isobella.
Hey. Do we still have an enemy kobold in the tunnel?
No.
No,
Okay,
you're gonna have
just
to move
full of
up
friends.
and like.
Run away.
Is the line of sight, I think.
So 5, 15. I've got a long way to go.
Yeah. We're
30,
not gonna get a shot this time.
This is
40.
This is why the smoke-filled hallway trap was dangerous, because of that diagonal increment movement.
I think my entire turn is going to have to be spent running down this corridor. That is all 3 of my actions.
Hot actions in closed spaces. Oh, right. Tartuccio's turn.
You should have just like lit a fire and closed both ends and just.
Oh, that's so messed up.
I mean, it would have been quicker at this point.
Just pulling the one tunnel entrance into this whole place and the light on fire.
Okay. Balruk, you're up.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. Gonna do a bunch of moving. 15, 20, 25, I think 30. Alright, I'm gonna move 40 to the space to the left of Kelvhan, but I'm gonna do my my charge ability where I can strike twice and then strike at the end.
Sudden charge, go for it.
Yep, let's go. Charge! As Balruk's just gonna come running in, pop himself next to Kelvhan. And
The phone.
what?
Where did that Tartuccio go?
Oh, for feck.
He turned
Shit.
invisible.
Unless he can teleport. This is gonna be fun. Alright, well anyway, let's hit this boy. Hello, the great attack.
Attack.
I do love singing your name and all, but 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
For a max roll of 10.
Alright. Gets a smack on the head. He's made of sterner stuff.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm gonna go and swing again
Go for
for
it.
my final action. Oh, baby, having a 25 again.
You got him.
For another max roll of 10.
Nice.
Give us
Balruk is
alright.
pissed.
Alright. So that's Balruk's turn, a very successful turn. Okay, it's now Kobold Warrior's turn. He's gonna run up. Yeah! Oh, and saw those 2 meaty hits and just goes, yeah, you got this, you got this, you got this.
Or you can shoot or something.
Okay. One action, free action, drop his spear, 1 action, draw the sling, and final action, lob it. With a 12, it goes, see, moral support better.
Right,
Really
go back to
good
that
try.
then, whatever.
Okay.
When you suddenly learned this broken common front, could have used that the other day.
Don't you, if you're around here somewhere, your army sucks.
Hey, I'm controlling a lot of NPCs here. It's hard to keep up who's who and who's which. Give me a break. Right. 5, 15, 20, 25. Now this was already the sling in one, so reload the sling and we'll also fire at the Great Artark. You'll die now, usurper. Curse dead. And some of this they're saying in Draconic as well towards Artark, you know. Okay, 17 against Artark is actually a miss. Anden.
Yay! I'm gonna command an animal.
Sure.
Actually, no, I'm gonna move first.
Yes.
Oh, Is that an unavailable tile? Just see, that's 15. I can only sneak from him. It's my best line of sight. That's my best line of sight. It's not a very good one. Which kobold seems to be... This one is attacking the chief, right?
The chief, no, not this one. That's an ally.
Yeah, this one is an enemy.
Yeah, that one is the enemy for sure.
Alright, let's go. Command an animal.
Yep.
Da-da, 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 da-da. Are there squares here that I can do anything in?
I don't know, can you?
Come on. Let me in. Let me in this one. I want to go in this one. Can't reach.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, that's one action. I'm gonna move up. So I already used 2 actions, so I can't cast a spell. And for BB's second action, I'm going to command her to sniff out the wizard.
Sure, go ahead and give me a secret perception roll then, please, for BB.
Not very good, but a sense of smell should.
It's an imprecise sense, but it's a sense, and it's handy against invisibility.
Come on, BB, you got this.
Okay, BB starts to growl
Whoa.
in the direction of the Great Artark. Okay, Kelvhan.
Fainting's a free action, isn't it?
BB doesn't know what a wizard is. No.
Let's see. Fainting is an action.
Is that an
Deception.
action?
Yeah, deception check.
And then I'm just going to spell strike instead.
All right then. What you pumping in?
I am going to use. Look at my spells. Give him a shocking grasp because I really don't like that magic weapon.
All right, it's the main Magus move. So go ahead.
Are you jealous?
You could try and feint him. You can feint with the spell strike if you want to go for that.
I want to rotate Arcane Cascade and then have Arcane Cascade up at the same
Roger.
time as spell parrying next turn.
Roger.
I think he is jealous, Dave, because first of all, he doesn't have a cool magic weapon, and also they don't magically sing his name.
I know. Everyone should sing my name.
The great Kelvhan. Right.
21.
Hit by 1. This is gonna hurt. Give us the rapier damage first.
Kill him.
A max damage for 6 on that?
You're rolling tonight, mate. Give us
I am.
You roll that shocking grasp.
And let's
It's
roll
the
that
damage.
Oof. Only 5.
Yeah, but the
But he
persistence
does
on him.
take the persistent. He takes
You
no
strike-
damage?
You strike Tartuk, and you actually find he's resistant to lightning.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's quite a shock.
No. Shocking, that. Let's rotate the Arcane Cascade up.
All right, then. Into Arcane Cascade you go.
Damage type was lightning.
Or electricity, as it is in
Yes.
Pathfinder. All right, so we're back to the kobold who is allied with Artak. Hits Chief Sootscale on 22. Does 6 points worth of damage. And shouts, "Now you die." 15 is a miss. That was unlucky, though, actually, in all seriousness. And yeah, he's a frantic focus just on the chief. Doesn't get him, but Sootscale is actually looking in a lot of trouble now. Okay, Kobold Warrior Friendly is gonna go into the one attacking his chief.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
A 9's not a good feeling. Here comes those rolls again, folks. A -1 is not a good feeling. And a 9's not a good feeling. Wow. Hot kobolds. Okay, Sootscale's turn is going to... He looks and he can see that Artuk is being done over by Kelvhan in particular, and Balruk, so you can see them both. So Artuk is actually Sootscale, I beg your pardon. He is very critically injured. He's actually going to beat a retreat. Finish him, he says, as 5, 10.
Hey, where'd the bloody gnome go?
Like
Oi.
I s- can we hear from over there?
No, Sootscale ran past me,
Ah, good point.
and he was directly standing there, seeing him the whole time.
He is in fight and flight mode. He's in fight and flight mode. He doesn't answer you because he got nearly beaten to death. So 5, 10. This is another allied kobold. Drop, sling, load, fire. Okay, more top quality kobold action here. Although they're better with their slings than they are there with their spears. Go figure. Well, that's not going to do it. Not that 9. And that concludes that allied kobold's turn. It's Artuk's go. Let's have a look. Yeah. 5,
I'll take about
10,
10.
15. Go for it.
Kill him.
Actually,
Kill him.
no.
Oh.
He's smart enough.
Sure, he's a smart wizard.
Yeah, no, he would be smart enough. He's a lot more, 5-foot step first action. He is smart enough. Let's see. I must admit, I normally don't retcon such things, but I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway here today.
That's totally cool. I would like to maybe add something to that, though.
What's
When
that?
he's 5 foot something and running through this chamber, I want to watch and see if he happens to bump into anything invisible.
Sure, that's fair. Okay,
He's
so 5.
scrambling through the area, might run into Tartuccio.
Okay,
No.
Tartuk's making a beat as well. Isobella.
Boy, he's running for it.
Alright. First action move.
This is a bad guy.
That's
Wonderful.
that's a fanatic.
Second action reload. Third action pop a shot with a fanatic.
Sure. Click, click, boom.
I'm just here to clear the path. Or miss more shots, because I can't roll above a 5 today. That's my
you
turn.
don't-
Have fun, everyone.
You don't want to
We
hero
do have
point it?
points.
That might be a good time for a hero point. Can we clear him out? We can chase.
Are you sure? We've seen my damage.
Yeah, go
I
for it.
believe. I believe. How many hero points do you have?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I believe.
Alright, I'll spend a hero point. For some reason, the right click and reroll thing isn't working, so I'm gonna have to roll another shot.
Okay. Click, click,
That's
boom.
a 20 to hit.
That is a hit that time. Go ahead, give us damage.
7 damage.
Alright, solid shot. But that kobold is tougher than the average bold.
That will be my turn then.
Alright then. Okay. Okay, turn concluded. Balruk, you're up.
All right. First things first. I'm going to move 20 feet.
Yep.
I'm going to target this guy in the door, but I'm going to kind of look past And shout towards like where Anden and BB are at and say, "Oi, they're getting away! Go get them!" And I'm gonna try and club this dude out of our way.
All right then. If you like a lot of biscuit, chocolate on your biscuit, join their club. Hit them. There's a reference for you UK people. Right.
Well, that's not gonna do it.
And that one's not going to do it. No.
Right. Well, one more swing then. What feeling this time? Oh, there we go. How about a 24?
That's a hit. Give us damage.
Come on, damage. 7?
Dead. What does it look like?
Yeah! Alright, I can't move anymore because that was my 3 actions, but at least I cleared the door. Sonic!
Okay. Cowboy Warrior, now they're going. No, now you go. You go. You fast. You got this. Yes, you go. You go. Fast. You got this. And they're saying it in a mixture of common and kobold. For those who don't know the broken language. Anden.
Okay. I'm going to command an animal. Animal, go.
Go, BB, go.
Meow. First attack of the entire combat for me. Let's do this.
Maybe the attack that matters.
Oh boy. I think this is the largest scale fight we've done so far.
The big.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of trouble with the Foundry.
That's why they gave you lots of actions and movement in Pathfinder 2e, folks.
I can't seem to open any of the thingamabobs.
Do you want me to roll it for her?
Yes, please.
Claw or strike?
It's Jaws.
Jaws. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 23 against Artak is actually a hit. Let's have some BB. Let's get some BB damage in.
Oh, baby.
14 points for BB, and wow, Artak is looking really messed up.
I move my tokens still. It's just the character things that can't open. It's weird. I lost like control over them or something.
Interesting.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, Artak is not looking good now. The great Artak is more looking. Oh, sorry.
I wish I could like look and see if I have anything that I can do in one action. Unfortunately, I can't. Open the thing.
You tried refreshing your Foundry?
I did.
Hmm.
All right. Well, that okay. Will that conclude your turn for now, though?
I've got one action left.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Annoyingly. All right. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Actually, what I'll do.
There we go. No,
you're back, right?
Yep. Single actions. What do we got? What do we got on our character sheets?
Throw your staff at him.
I was kind of thinking that, except I don't have a staff.
Oh, okay.
It's in the picture, but it is not.
They'll get one later.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna run in. And physically block the tunnel.
All right then. Kelvhan, you're up. I won't switch the camera back to Kelvhan for a moment, those watching in, because I've got a feeling Kelvin's about to catch up.
I've got 40 foot of movement per turn. 45 foot of movement per action.
Pew.
Now? Yeah.
Pew pew.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Which way did he... Oh, there he is.
Which way did he go? He's there.
35, 40, 45, and then my second action is to move again.
Yay!
Let's go.
10. Ooh, can I get there?
You can.
Probably sneak a flank with BB in that
Ooh.
square if you want to.
Probably could, yeah.
Yeah.
Your movement speed is stupid.
That's what I built him around.
All right,
Yeah, so I'm going to make a strike as my final action.
go for it.
Oh, that's a 4 for
Okay,
13.
13 is not going to hit against him. Kobold, Warrior. Yeah, this one. Drop.
This guy's going to finish it. Absolute unit.
What a hero.
Yeah, drop, spear, sling, drawn. So move, drop spear, free, draw sling, but he has to load it. That's his turn. Soot scale is out of combat. And it's a kobold in the background's turn. They're confident you've got this. Artuk's turn. And he goes, looks around in desperation. And then he makes an attack on himself.
Hey.
Oh,
This-
they...
Isn't over. But a 15 is actually a miss against him. What actually happens is in the fiction, he brings his sickle up to basically finish himself. But before he can do it, his hand starts to shake. So he'll try again, see if he can calm his nerves. He's definitely trying to do something. And on that 27,
No.
he summons up his courage and he says, "For old Sharktooth, this I offer to you."
Well,
And I'm gonna end the episode there and keep it nondescript because I think everyone has got the impression of what just happened because Artuk was down to 2 hit points. So, a bit of a dramatic ending. And
I like that whole "this isn't over."
you watch this happen and go down, and from your trained skills and natural abilities, whatever it was, Artuk has just done something ritualistic.
Oh, shit.
But that closes today's session. Who would like some experience points?
Oi, would.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay, so right, hold on a second. I need to quickly tally this up because this is an interesting one. Because this is also the quest that is done. So for completing the quest, 30 XP.
Ooh.
Artuk is 40. And his 2 goons were, let's have a look. His 2 goons were 20 each.
So we're at 690 out of 1,000.
Ooh, we're getting close.
Yep.
But when we return, it's technically not over. Where's Tartuccio? A bit of a sudden finish, but definitely a climactic one. What did Artuk mean? Join us next time and hopefully find out. But until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.